testing out some instant coffee for trail, because good coffee is life. Adds a little joy into your day. Not bad. Not bad at all. And this is just cold. Be a lot better warm. Hello people of the interwebs, my name is DJ, welcome back to the channel. So glad to have you here. I am a type 1 diabetic, and in this year, later this month, I will be heading out to thru-hike the Appalachian Trail. Thank you for being here, thank you for following along on the journey. We are just a matter of several weeks away, and so I just wanted to check in with you guys. This might be one of the last videos I do prior to hitting the trail, and I have some very, very exciting news to share with you. But before we get to that, I wanted to just touch base again of why I'm going out there. Why am I doing this year? And I've had several people come up to me recently and like, DJ, why are you doing this? You know, it just seems like it would not be fun for me to be out in the woods, you know, stinky and, you know, eating not normal food. So like, why are you doing this? And there's two things of what I've been telling people recently of why I'm doing this. And number one is someone once told me to go take a hike. And well, I kind of took that seriously. And I went up them and I said, okay, I'm going to go take a hike for 6 months. So the joke's on you. And number two, I've done a fair amount of traveling here for work recently, up and down kind of the entirety of the East Coast. And I'm kind of really craving some East Coast bagels. I mean, nothing beats a New Jersey, New York deli with a bagel sandwich of any kind. And Maine lobster is just, it is delicious. It's next level. Maine lobster just is very different than red lobster. And I'm kind of craving it right now. And I just figured the logical thing to do would be to, you know, go hike 2,000 miles to Maine, you know, up through New York, up through New Jersey, to feed that craving that I have, you know. Just seemed like the logical thing to do. And, you know, people are just like, well, you could literally drive to Maine, you could literally drive to New York, like you're working there now, and get a bagel and a deli sandwich at pretty much any deli you wanted. And I go, yeah, and I am doing that right now, but what's the fun in that? I mean, that's a whole lot more fun to hike 2,000 miles to get to it. I don't know, makes sense to me. Maybe not to you. But no, kind of all joking aside, I mean, the biggest thing of why I'm heading out there this year is kind of, I'm a type 1 diabetic, and my diabetes plays a big role in it. And I'm going out there to kind of like restore and rebuild my relationship with my type 1. I had gotten to a place where I was feeling really burned out. Just from the day-to-day, it's the little things that kind of stack up on top of each other that just wear on you. If you kind of leave them unchecked, you can find yourself pretty burned out with having to manage type 1 like 24/7, 365 and never getting a day off. And I just found myself mentally in a place where I wasn't happy with it. I could see myself fastly moving to a point where I just simply did not care. Not that I would do anything stupid or foolish. I just was just kind of done. I was just kind of over it. And I know people that have kind of felt burned out themselves, and so I wanted to be kind of proactive and kind of rebuild a little bit of that relationship. And one of the best ways that I know how is to get into the outdoors. I love the outdoors. And I don't know why it is for us humans that it's really hard for us to like unplug and just be in this stillness and this quietness. But I've just realized that life is way too short. That's the one thing that type 1 has taught me, that life is way too short. And, you know, you got to take the opportunities that are placed in front of you. And this is just a big opportunity that was placed in front of me. And there really was no excuse of, you know, why not attempt it. And to go along with that, I was in the woodworking industry for my whole life. My father owned a custom cabinetry shop, and last year we made the decision to sell the family business. And at that time, there was a lot of people that were asking me, well, DJ, like, you can really do whatever you want to do. Like, what do you want to do? And they're like, you're really good at woodworking. Like, you just need to find some place and plug back in, plug into the next woodworking thing. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's a possibility, but like, I don't know if I like really want to do that. I kind of wanted a break. I kind of wanted something different. And I didn't really know like what I wanted to do. Like I had done cabinetry like my whole life and had been around that, and I kind of wanted a break from that. And I just remember, waking up the one morning and being like, "This is what I want to do. Like I want to go through hike a long distance trail. Like that's the thing that I want to do." And the AT was just the one that made the most sense. Like out of the three main long trails in the United States, I have family close. I have kind of like this organic support system that's nearby the trail on the East Coast, and it just made the most sense logistically to go do the AT. So the AT is just kind of like the venue. It's the avenue of where I'm living out my why this year. Taking a walk in the woods for me is just so freeing. It's relaxing. Hiking is one of the best things that I can do for my blood sugar. I get really, really good response with my blood sugar, almost to the point where I don't even have to worry about what my blood sugar is doing. Like I can eat whatever I want, and I can sometimes even suspend my pump completely because you're out there walking and you're putting in this immense effort to navigate these hills and these mountains, and your body is burning that off. And as a diabetic, that is super freeing. It is when you don't have to think about being a diabetic. Oh man, it just frees your mind up to focus on other things. So I'm excited to announce that my hike this year will be a fundraising hike for the nonprofit Tide Pool. And the way it will work is you could either give a one-time flat donation, or you could sponsor the actual miles that I complete this year on the trail. And I'm going to be using the platform Pledge It to navigate the fundraiser. I have a big goal, and that is to raise $10,000. And we'll see how close we can get to that goal. We'll see if we can get above that goal. But $10,000 would be amazing. And I am 100% on board with Tide Pool's vision for the future. I think what they're working on is very, very unique. There is no one else that is trying to do what they're doing. And if they get it done and completed, it is really going to be a game changer for a lot of diabetics out there. In a nutshell, Tide Pool is based on the grassroots effort of DIY looping. Their goal is to bring an app that you could download through the App Store to the market with FDA approval. So I personally feel if you wanted to donate to something within the diabetes world right now, Tide Pool is one organization that I feel like we could all throw some funds towards, because not only are they trying to bring a product and service that would better all of our lives, but in doing so, they're also funding type 1 diabetes research. Because the more we learn about this disease, the more we can understand it, the better an organization like Tide Pool can create technology that can better serve all of us. And so I'm super excited about partnering with Tide Pool. I'm super excited to see what I can raise funds-wise for them this year while I'm out there on the hike. So if you would love to give to me financially in any way, this is how I'd ask that you would do it, that you would just support me by giving to this fundraiser in whatever way you can. You should not feel obligated that you need to give to this, but if you are able to, I would love to see you sponsor some miles. I'd love to see you just do a one-time flat donation if that's what you can manage. Really, every dollar helps. So whatever you can give is great, and I'll be eternally grateful for that. I know Tide Pool will be extremely grateful for that, and it's just going to be something that's really, really cool to see how it plays out this year while I'm out there hiking. This fundraiser is going to be run through the platform Pledge It. So if you go to www.pledgeit.org/made-to-move, it will bring up the campaign on there, and you can go there and you can read about Tidepool. You can read about their vision. You can watch a video about their vision. You'll be able to do either a one-time flat donation, or you will be able to sponsor the miles that I actually complete this year. So the way that would work is, if you wanted to sponsor miles, you would say, I will sponsor DJ for X amount of money per mile, and you'll lock that in. And then myself, as I hike, I will once a month update the miles that I've actively hiked, the miles that I've actually completed. And then at the end of that month, you will get an email from Pledgeit saying DJ has completed X amount of dollars, and it will withdraw whatever you have pledged to sponsor me for that section of miles that I have completed until, hopefully, I complete all 2,000 plus miles. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of unique. So you're only actively paying for the miles that I actually complete. And that way, if for some reason I don't complete every single mile, you're only having to cover the miles that I've actually completed. So it's helping me stay motivated in some ways to log every single mile that I can out there, and to get through those tough days, grind through those really kind of like sucky days that are going to be out there on trail. And I'm excited because then you're only, as a pledger, having to cover the actual miles that I complete, which is kind of unique. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Please DM me. You can follow me on Instagram. It's just mullet_DJ. You can also comment below on the video if you have any questions. It's going to be a fun journey this year. I'm a firm believer that you can find joy in doing really hard things. Things that aren't necessarily always the fun thing or the thing that you want to do. There are still opportunities to find joy and to have a little fun doing them. I'm excited to be stepping off here in a couple weeks and to finally start making progress heading north. And so we will see you on the next one, and the next one will probably be on trail. So bye for now.